So I just pinned this here to give it more space. And for some reason, something popped into my mind. You know, I could have left this just as a small piece and done some experimenting on it. But I wanted more space to do that. And the old linen, you know, linen has kind of a history. Linen, well, linen is from way back. It's just an old cloth, an old way of making cloth, an old fiber. And by putting this on an old piece of linen, a very old piece of linen, I thought to myself, I'm adding time to it. And I didn't make it square, first of all, because that piece just was what it was. I didn't cut it, or at least I didn't cut it again. And I like in a way that as I looked at it, I thought, okay, everything is sort of moving horizontally. So by placing it on a more vertical shape, the longness of it, I'm balancing something. Again, I'm constantly looking at that cross of what's standing up and down and what's moving across. And I also could have, and still can, take that white cloth border off by cutting it away or folding it under. But I think I kind of like it. So I'll think about that. And the other thing that I thought of was, which is a habit of mine, is I kind of lapse into story mode and I name things. Even if it isn't going to be the name that I have later, I sort of name it for now. So I thought to myself, okay, I want it to be a little bit of a story about sun, moon, stars. So, like I do sometimes, I started with Once Upon a Time, which actually became a little bit amusing immediately, since I just placed it on an old linen that made me feel like it had something to do with time. So Once Upon a Time, this is now Upon a Time. Once upon a time, there was 9. I think that's a pretty good start. So once upon a time, there was 9, and I'm going to work on this one because this one is new, and I'm going to also pull up a lot of old work that's unfinished. But this one, I think, will be my main focus in terms of bringing some of the old things into this new piece, so that as I go along, I will apply some of the discoveries that I made in the first run to this simple cloth, which is now hanging on the wall. And yeah, so I had a strange weekend. I had a bad headache, and I didn't do too much. But this morning the sun is out, and it's very cold, and it's very windy, and things are moving through me once again.